seems to be going forever. I don't like it.
Nah.
All these bolts are stretching to fuck, are they? All these bolts are stretching to fuck, are they? That's what I didn't want to have happen. Hello YouTube, I'm back. I haven't done a video for a while, so today we've got an MX5. The answer is Miata, unless you live in the UK, in which case the answer is MX5. But what the answer isn't is an open diff. So today we're going to be fitting a Kaaz, if that's how you pronounce it, limited slip diff to Paul's MX5. Hello Paul. Hello. So Paul was with us at Nürburgring last year, and obviously we don't do one tyre fires around here, and what we're going to be doing eventually, or what Paul's going to be doing, is fitting a turbocharger. So there she is, up on the ramps, ready to go. I'm going to video as much as I can, try and give as much detail as I can, and try not to cut too much out because, you know, it's not very useful then, is it? Right, okay, without further ado, I'll get on with it. So the first thing we're just going to do here is take off the exhaust so we've got enough clearance. For those of you that haven't seen the back of an MX5 or know where the MX5 diff is, that's the diff. I've just removed this clamp. Luckily for me, Paul's got a nice shiny stainless steel exhaust. So hopefully I'm not going to have to fight it. First bracket's already come off, so we're going to take the other bracket off, drop the exhaust, and then that gives us enough free room to drop the diff.
Exhaust update.
Bracket number 2 is it?
Number 2. Successfully delivered.
Yeah. There you go, mate.
What have we got?
Some length.
Ah, there we go. So cool. Exhaust off.
That's exhaust off, step number 1. Right then, so underneath the car, as we've been so far, we've got our drive shaft here. With the car out of gear and the handbrake off, you can get to all of your bolts for the drive shaft by just turning it with your hand. That's what I'm doing here. So that's what's next. I'm just going to spray these up and undo these 4 bolts. This is a 14mm. There you go.
The video jinxed it.
Who is it, daddy? What does it do? Ah, nice. Drive shaft is in the way. It's flopping in my face. Oh, hang on, it's coming off at the other end. So that's just on a seal, which we can just pop out the way for now.
Nice.
So right, a little bit of an update. 14mm sockets for taking off these 4 bolts, and then you can just wiggle the drive shaft out, which we've just done. So the drive shaft's dropped. Next thing to do is these power frame bolts. I believe these can be quite stiff, so again we'll be employing our trusty Ryobi Impact Ugga Dugga. Well, that one's alright. So I'd be confident with the impact gun on that. So what we're attempting to do, eventually we're going to have to take this nut off, and these 2 nuts, you see that one is exceptionally crusty. So we're just going to clean that up with a wire brush at the moment on the end of a drill. Yeah, just clean it up, give it some WD while this is soaking. This one's proving to be a bit of a swine.
The goggles, they do nothing. The goggles.
Wilhelm, cut the goggles. I'm getting a facial. Just sliding out. Oh, come on, dude. What? Oh, that's my
fuck.
Oh, that's not good. 3/8 extension is not going to cut it, boys. I'm just driving it in and out. It's been a battle. for sure. You didn't want to come out. Guys, this one's been a bit of a battle, so we're just going. So yeah, just go. You have to take your time using a breaker bar to crack off any corrosion. Plenty of penetrant. Get this off, but it's a bit of battle. Why, you bastard. I'm gonna make a mess of this. I hope this should be able to rotate in there, but. Alright, a little update on the MX5 diff job. So it's proving to be more difficult than first anticipated, which is pretty typical for these sort of jobs. And anyway, earlier on I said Paul was going to turbo his MX5. Well, la-dee-da. Seems the lad has already done it. Anyway, so let me show you what we've had to do, or rather what's causing the problem. So this frame here, I think it's called like the power frame or something like that, or power plant frame. And you've got this collar that fits into the power frame. Now, there's two cuts either side of this. You can get a pry bar in and lever it out. That is frozen solid in there. I can't get it out. You can see I've tried to use grips. I've tried to use a slide hammer pulling it out. Yeah, it's not coming out. So we've resorted to plan B. Plan B is all along this frame here. You've got a wiring harness. So we've taken all the clips out. They're just pushed through. Pretty easy. There's a ground here. Hopefully you can see that. That's been removed. And at the other end here, there's a speed sensor. That's been taken out. Once you've done that, you can take the whole frame and slide it past the gearbox. Hopefully that's going to allow us to remove the diff with the frame attached, and then we can attack this from above. Attack from above. So that's the plan. I'll let you know how we get on when we do it. Also, to remove this power frame, or whatever it's called, there's a few bolts. There's two long ones, these ones here, and they go up through here, in through the gearbox. And there's a little smaller one, this one here, that goes up there. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'll give you an update when we get further along. See you later. Right then, so I think the next job is to remove the drive shafts here and here. You do that by taking this bolt out here, and the same on the other side, and that's going to allow us to pivot the hub back and hopefully pop the drive shaft out. There we go, nice. Brilliant. There you go. Good to it. Nice. There you go, just let that go a little bit. Couldn't go too far.
Yeah. Thought I would
there you go.
just fall out.
To put that on the engine nut.
Oh yeah, don't forget that.
In your washer. You can stick it back through there if you want. Like everything else, a bit more of a struggle than I expected. So we took the upper control arm bolts out, and we've just split the diff here. Not the diff, we just pulled the drive shaft out, sorry. That wasn't as easy as I thought. What basically I had to do is put the screwdriver there either side of it and drive them up to pop the drive shaft out. So I didn't mention this earlier, but another thing you'll have to do is you'll just have to remove this sensor off this bracket here, and that'll give you enough articulation in the hub to allow the drive shaft to come out of the diff. If you don't do that, there'll be a lot of tension on this and you'll probably damage the cable. I'm trying not to fuck the seal up. Doesn't look like it's coming out. Yeah. That's yeah, that's it then. That's the other drive shaft out to a degree. Just for the lows. Right, okay. I think next we're going to try and take these bolts out.
The crusty ones.
Yeah, on both sides. And then hopefully we can wrestle this diff out. It's going to be...
Do we need anything underneath the diff to support it when we're pulling out those things, or...?
That's what I'm here for.
Alright, okay. Straight on the face.
Yeah, we might have to use the old Jackie Tron over there.
Jackie Tron.
Yeah, so coolio. We're gonna crack on with that then. Just use the smallest socket. Some fucking animals. Oh. Uh-oh. You ready?
Yep.
Are you ready for the squatter? Ew. I removed the bolt, the big nut that goes in the middle here. I don't know if you can see that very well, because no lightage. So yeah, I've just taken the big bolt out and the two little ones either side. The diff is kind of just resting at the moment. Obviously it's going to come off with the whole frame, unfortunately. But we're going to have to wrestle that out in a bit. See how we get on. But we'll let that drain before I take the other bolt out. Right, so I've had a bit of a disaster really, trying to get this out. As you can see, we've ended up having to take this, we've got the drive shafts out, and just taking these bolts out now to drop this frame sufficiently so we can drag the diff out the back of the car. There's 3 bolts either side. The second one's there, the third one's further back. Pretty self-explanatory, it's just this bracket we're taking out. One-man film crew. What a banger. You want to take that bolt, mate? Well, that got there.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could like paint that up before you let them back in. But...
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, buddy. Sniff my diff.
There it is. Differential with scaffolding included.
Yeah, it's nice. So these have both got to come off. Usually you'd hammer the bolt from the top, from the bottom, push these out. We haven't been able to do that, unfortunately. And obviously we need to take that top hat piece out at the bottom. But let's just see what happens. Oh, it's heavy enough. I'm going to turn this upside down. It's probably going to piss all that out. You mother bitch. So yeah, this is what we were trying to get out earlier. This is like the top hat that the bolt goes through. What we can do now is we can go from the other side and push it out. Maybe work a way of getting it out. But... Right. So on the other side of here, we've got these which need to be removed. The way you're supposed to do this from under the car is you thread the bolt in and hammer the bolt out. That way we didn't have access. So I'm hoping by threading it in here using a piece of wood. You see, that pushes it out. There you go. There you go.
Amazing. That's the fucking...
There's 2 of them that need to come out because they go through this plate here,
yeah,
and they stop that sliding out.
Yeah.
So we need to remove all. So we need to remove all of these to allow the diff to slide out of this frame. There's another one this side, and we need to get this out, which we know was causing us problems. So, yeah, bastard. That wasn't too bad, was it? Eh? Should we see if we can get the second one out? You want to make sure you've got a few threads, like quite a few threads in, because if you just smash on it with only a couple of threads, it'll wreck it. Alrighty then. When we put these back in, we'll put copper grease on both of these. So if they need to come out again, it should be a bit easier. Bit of that.